Welcome, this is DrFrankNStien playing street rods. Today I'm going to see how far I can get in 20 minutes of gameplay, while kind of reviewing the game and showing you what street rods was all about. I used to play this lots when I was a kid, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to do a video about one of my most favourite games. Let's have a look. We'll start in the newspaper and we'll have a look for a car to buy. I've only got 20 minutes, so I'm not going to be too picky. I'll just grab the first cheap car I see. There we go. And we'll purchase this one. Quickly check its mile per hour. 98 miles per hour. Let's have a look if we can't improve on that before we leave the shed. So the car seems to be in tune, which is a good start. We'll chop the bumpers and chop the roof, and now we should be at 103 mile per hour. Okay, and now we'll just click outside the shed and hit the street, cruise the town on our way to the diner. Now we can skip this process just by clicking. And the first challenger, we're going to road race and try and take his car away. Let's see how we go. Oh, okay, so this game came out in 1989. And it was created by California Dreams. It was made for the Commodore 64 and the computer, or PC. I think it may have been on another console. But today we're playing it on PC using DOSBox emulator. So let's see if we can win this car. We're already ahead, so that's a good start. You want to pay attention to the signs on the road because they sort of help you know what's coming up. The colours in the game are just so awesome. There was a whole of 16 of them. And the sound quality was about 8-bit, I think. So that's why I don't quite have the sound turned on, because it can be quite high pitched in the ears. Would have been cool for when it came out, but these days we have done so much better things. I think someone needs to try and redevelop this game so you could play it like within a web browser and make it a bit, maybe even a multiplayer part to it. I'd certainly be playing it. They can keep all the 2D aspect just to make it run through a browser, but we could add a bit more colours. Bit better sounds, bit more colours, and maybe even a multiplayer part of it. So there we go, we have just won a hell of a car, as they like to say. So what do we have here? I think it was the Valiant. Yes, we have a Valiant. So that's a good start. What we might do is we'll head back to the coupe now. And I might sell this coupe. We bought it for 400. Let's see if we can get 400 for it. Nope. So usually the second offer is a little bit higher. And if I take that, we're not quite ready yet. I'll need to change the transmission in this car. Now, to use a manual transmission on a road race, it's quite difficult. So it's always better if you're going to continue to do road races that you get an automatic transmission. The car is clearly faster with a manual transmission, but the manual transmissions are a lot better for drag racing. So we'll pop on this auto, and then I will double check some of the... Okay, so this car, clearly that's why I won, is this car hasn't been tuned and hasn't been stripped of its bumpers. So we're at 95 mile per hour at this stage. So let's check the tuning, and we'll take that down. I'm guessing that's just taken it back to 99, so a little bit quicker than the last car. We'll take off the front bumper, take off the roof, oh, chop the roof, sorry, and strip that rear bumper, and we're now at 104 mile per hour. What do we got under here? So only the smaller engine at the moment, and we'll be looking to spend $525 on just our engine. So we're going to probably need another car. Okay, so let's see if we can't take this car away from him. Sometimes the cars can be really quick. If you don't pay attention to what car you're taking on, sometimes they can really cause you some dramas like this one is right now. Okay, I'm getting ahead of him, making a bit of distance. He's still right there, so he can catch up at any point. There we go, he's moving a bit further back. But I want him right out of my view. He's catching up now. This is not good, because we have our car on the line. And we want to try and stay in front of him. So this could be a very, very close race. Got to try and stay in front of him and create some distance between the cars. I'm not going to be able to pay attention to that mirror very much at the moment, but let's see if we can maintain this race. We're coming around. I think I've lost him. Now, you can get pulled over, so you'll start to hear a siren, and then you'll see in the mirror that the police are behind you. They'll pull you up and fine you. If you don't have, I think it's $275 on you, you will go to jail, and it'll be the end of the game. So I think I've got 300 and something, so luckily if we get pulled over I can pay the fine, but you don't want to have to do that too many times, especially at the start of the game. So I think we've actually won this car, but I'd confirm it clearly once I've won. So here we come to the finish line again. The track will remain the same once you start. So after your very first road race, that track will be the same. And eventually you'll get used to it, and it'll be very easy to complete. So now we have this thing. Okay, so it's an Olds 88 two-door customized, 1949. So what we'll do is we'll open up here, and we'll open up the newspaper again. We'll go into used car, and we're looking for the Olds. Okay, so we have the customized, so 1850. Let's see, 1850. Offer 1415. No. Offer 1530. There we go. So I'll sell that, and now we can do up our Valiant. There is a cheat for this game, believe it or not. You've got to do it with one of the first cars you buy. I can't do the cheat now, I've gone past that. I can't quite remember how it all worked, but it was, I'll have to get a new transmission now too. We'd get, say, the two-door coupe to begin with, and you'd strip the entire car, leave it with no parts, sell all your parts, and then you had to sell the car for a certain price, and the first offer you'd say no, the second offer you'd say no, then you'd change the price to something like 42,000, and the next person would take it, and you'd have 42,000 to start your game with. So let's do up. Oh, is it? Yeah, okay, so let's do up the car. So we're gonna buy the Chrysler engine. We'll get another auto transmission, although the other one's only 5% worn, but if I'm going to do up the car, I may as well do it right. So we'll get the racing manifold. I got the 2 racing 4-barrel carbs. So now we'll grab some racing slicks as well. So this ought to look pretty good once it's finished. So we got the new V8 engine. It's much bigger. We'll connect this and doing that bolt. And now we'll grab the racing manifold out. So we were 104 mile per hour, I believe, before we started. Let's see where we're at once we finish this upgrade here. Okay, we can tune, yeah, can tune straight away. So we'll just put it in tune. I think I had to change the gearbox just to make sure that everything is new now. Very nice. So let's check. So right now 116 mile per hour. We got a little bit more speed on it, but that's probably as quick as this car is going to be going without a manual gearbox. But they certainly look a lot better with them racing slicks on, that's for sure. So, we might get some fuel. Oh, first, this is where we sell our parts. We've got a clipboard here, and this is where all our old parts are. You don't get to choose how much you're selling it for. You just keep clicking away until everything's gone. Okay, so now we'll just go and grab some fuel before we head out for another race. I want to try and keep some money on me. Like I said, the police will pull me over, and if I don't have 275, it's pretty much game over. They lock you up, then you just watch all the cars come in. But there's our fuel, so we are just about ready to start heading out for another race. We're already 10 minutes in, and I'm only on to the second or third. This is the third race now. So I don't know how much I'm actually going to get done. I suppose if I skipped ahead, we'd probably get a lot more done, but I want to try and keep this in one shot. Come on, mate. You're taking up my time. Here we go. Okay. Ooh, this is a cool car. Let's see if we can grab this one. Yeah, they never like giving them ones away. Especially when I've done mine up. Ooh, a little cool vet. Let's see if we can get this one. No. Okay. Now, you can keep hassling them and just call them back. And sometimes they'll let you have it. But at this rate, I don't think so. Oh, he's back again. I might drag race him. Let's see. Okay, so... oh, there we go. Okay, so the car's definitely picking up speed a lot quicker this time. As we can see, I'm already in the over 100. But now that I've beaten him in a drag race, I doubt he'll ever want to do a road race. But I like to get my Corvettes by winning them, not by buying them. Same with this car. I like to win it, not buy it. Makes it a little bit more challenging. Let's see about this one. No. No one wants to road race me. I've got a very powerful car. It's not that powerful. Here we go. This person might want to race. No. Well. Slow day at the races. Okay, let's see if he wants to. No, nobody wants to lose their car today. And I'm running out of time waiting for them. So let's do a road race for 100. Yep, okay. Now the concept of the game, the way to really finish the game, is you have to win a few drag races. You got to win a few road races, and then you'll start to notice this black cool vet come in the lineup of your opponents, and he's the king. And you beat the king, you win the game basically. If I can recall, you've only got to drag race him to win his car, but he is very, very quick. I know of a certain car that I like to grab to try and win with, and you've got to have a manual, so you've got to be able to use the manual car to be able to win. He is very, very quick. But yeah, once you've beaten the king, you've basically won the game. You can just keep going through buying cars, selling cars, doing up cars, but you pretty much finish the game once you finish the king. There is a Street Rods 2, and there was going to be a Street Rods 3, I think. I have played number 2, and I've played the alpha of number 3. But this is the very original, the very first Street Rods. Still a very enjoyable game. They're not really keen to road race me at the moment for their cars, but that's probably because I've been taking everybody's car that I've come against. So sometimes when that starts happening, what we might need to do is head back to the shed and get an older car again. Maybe like the coupe or the Styline. So we'll... Oh, it was a drag race. I thought it was a road race. Okay, so we'll head back to the garage, because clearly that's too scary for them to want to race. And we'll have a look in here, and we'll grab this thing. And we'll switch it around. Okay, so I think it's GM parts here. Yeah. So we'll grab... Let's see if we can grab all the parts that we need for it. To the racing manifold. Oh, and just got the slicks, but see, now I'm crucially low on money, and if I get pulled over, it would be game over. So before I leave the shed, I probably want to sell some of my parts and hopefully have around $300 there. Okay, so we've got the newer engine, much bigger. Hey, that ain't it, is it? I don't think that was the right one. No, that is the right one apparently. Oh no, it's not. No, I'm reading the number incorrectly. Sorry about this. Right. It's 327 283. Right, that's the bigger engine. Okay, so we'll quickly get this car put together. And we'll grab these. I don't think today we'll see the king in 20 minutes. But hopefully you'll get the concept of the game and maybe even want to download it and play it yourself. Okay, so let's see what condition that's in. All new, everything's new there. Okay, so I didn't quite need the gearbox. I could have gone without. I should have checked before I started. Just change over the tyres. And hopefully have one more road race. Always like the racing slicks. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't have the money to do all that yet, so we'll sell all this and... Okay, so we got 540 bucks. We can do that at least and still have enough money that if we get a fine, we're fine. If we get a fine, we're fine. Okay. Alright, so let's head out and see how we go. This may be our last race before the 20-minute mark is up. Let's see if we can get the Corvette. Oh, we're going to get it. Let's see. We're going to end it with winning this purple Corvette. Sometimes it sounds like I'm saying Coolvet, but I'm not. I'm saying Corvette. I'm just saying it very quickly. I have realised that it sounds like Corvette, but it's not, it's Corvette. There are 3 different kinds in this game, and I don't like to buy them, I like to win them. Okay, so hopefully we've got this one. This probably going to be a pretty good way to end the video here. Okay. Might even save the game in case I want to do a second video on it. Then we can continue off where we left off. Alright, so there we have it. We just won ourselves a 1956 Corvette. And hopefully this video hasn't been ruined by this noise that's just begun to happen. So I'm going to go and find out what that is and leave this here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and leave a like if you did. And if you want to see another episode of this one, leave a note in the comments and I'll be sure to read it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.